Hey, hey, how you doing? Woo, woo, how you doing? How you doing? Yeah. Hey. Are you ready for a whole new amazing week? Depending on where you are, you might already have started your week, but if you're just getting going, well, hey, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. I've just come back from Zumba with my awesome child over there, basically, and she's so fit. I'm working on it. Anyway, today our affirmation is, I always focus on the things that I desire, and the things that I desire flow to me. Let that be what you're saying to yourself over and over and over and over again. Let that be the thing that inspires you today going forward. I don't know how. This is it. I do believe that every single one of us, I don't care where you are on the planet, prosperity in every single area of life is your divine heritage, okay? And I mean in your relationships, in your wealth, okay? In the work that you do, in your health as well, okay? All of those areas of life, you are born to live prosperously. Say hello. Tell me who you are, where you're streaming in from. I want to know, okay? You are born to live prosperously, but this is the thing. You are the one that gets to claim that. And sometimes we focus too much on the things that we do not want in our lives. We focus too much on the things. We might even think that we're looking at things that we want, but actually you're coming from a place of fear. When it comes to money, okay, you might be saying, yes, no, I'm definitely focusing on the fact that I want more money, but actually you're also thinking a lot about the fact that you don't have as much as you would like, okay? So you're coming from a place of lack, or you're thinking about that relationship you would really like to step into, but you're coming from a place of, this relationship I have right now is a bit rubbish, and I just want another one. So you're focusing in on the thing that you don't want. You want to write a book, but you're focusing in on the fact that you're too scared and you're not sure that you're able, and blah, 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 blah. And all of that stuff, because your focus is on the wrong thing, you keep getting the wrong thing. But I want you to affirm with me today that you focus on the things that you desire, and the things that you desire come through to you. Again, you always focus on the things, or say it with me, I always focus on the things that I desire, and the things that I desire flow to me. I'm going to sing that affirmation to you right now, and we'll carry on, okay? No. I always focus on the things that I desire, and the things that I desire flow to me. I always focus on the things that I desire, and the things that I desire flow to me. And again, we're going to sing that again. I always focus on the things that I desire, and the things that I desire flow to me. One more time. I always focus on the things that I desire, and the things that I desire flow to me. I want that to be something that you're saying over and over and over again to yourself, and then catch yourself. Catch what you're thinking. Catch what you're believing in any moment of the day, okay? Because where is your focus at? Is it on the issues, on the problems? Maybe your business is kind of taking over everything. Oh my gosh. Again, your focus is on, my gosh, instead of, okay, what do you want? Rather than what don't you want? Can you see what I'm saying here? Your focus, where is it? Where are you thinking? What are you thinking about right now? Are you being deliberate about what you allow to stay in your mind? Okay. And you can check this by how you're feeling in any moment. If you're feeling kind of down and out, you're feeling kind of stressed out, you're feeling kind of, then you can be sure that what you're thinking is not helping you. Okay. So where is your focus? We need to be people who take authority over what we allow in our minds, what we allow to rent space in our heads. We need to be people who are very deliberate about this, because there's no way you're going to create a life that you desire if you keep allowing yourself to think things that you don't want. Because you'll keep creating stuff, you'll keep acting from that place of, this is what I don't want, but this is all I know to do, so I'm just going to keep doing that. And you won't even be very conscious about it. There's some kind of saying about, I don't even remember what the saying is, something about people sleeping their way through life and thinking that it's fate. But actually it's not fate, it's just the fact that we're not taking responsibility for every single area of our life. You need to take full responsibility for what is going on in your mind, for where you're allowing yourself to dwell, what you're thinking about. I mean, it's incredible the power this has over your health, over your wealth, over your work, over your relationships, over every single area of your life. And if you want prosperity, you're going to have to get very deliberate, very deliberate, okay? So I always focus on the things that I desire, and the things I desire flow to me, because they will only flow to you once you choose to start focusing on the things you desire, not the things you don't. It's so easy to just find yourself in a place of only ever thinking about the things you don't want in your life anymore. That is the passive way. I used to be that person, very passively, just, okay, well, life is this and life is that, and just focusing in on that instead. Even though if you'd asked me, I would have said, no, I'm always thinking about the things that I want, but I was always thinking about the things that I want from a place of the things that I don't want. And you know what? Step one sometimes to figuring out what you do want is to actually realize what you don't want, because then you can turn it around and realize, okay, well, I don't want that, so what do I want? And then actually start to think about that instead, see? But you need to get to a place where you are dwelling on the things that you want. Check your mood, check your emotions. That will tell you where your thoughts are. Because if you're in a low mood, then the chances are what you're thinking is not helping you at all. Now, for some of us in this community, we've overcome a heck of a lot of stuff, okay? You've had childhoods that were not that great, and you're finding it harder than others. So people like me could be talking to you about the fact that you need to focus on things that you want, but you find it really harder to get your mind there. Well, one, it is a case of training your mind, okay? I'm not telling you that it's going to be an easy thing. If you're used to thinking a certain way, you're always going to struggle. Well, you'll always struggle with thinking the opposite way if you don't take authority. You must take authority. Guys, say hello. Tell me where you're streaming in from. Tell me in the comments, where are you streaming in from? You must take authority. This is your life. This is your one life. This is it. Abundance is all around us, but you get to choose that or not, as the case might be, okay? And I don't say this stuff lightly. I don't come from a place of, let's just wish-wash our way through life. No. I'm coming from reality here. What you focus on, you will get. What you expect, you will receive. And you will be able to prove to me that life is always rubbish, because you are the one creating it, okay? You are the one creating it. Whichever way you look at it, you are the one creating it until you take full responsibility for that. That it's not the government, it's not the rich person, it's not the fact that this happened, or it's not the mistake you made yesterday. Okay, yes, the mistake you made yesterday could not be helping you today, but then what you choose to think about today and act on today is determining what happens next, okay? Because in some ways there's no right or wrong, there's just what you did, what you do next. Okay, but again, if you're that person, or coming back to what I was trying to say here is, yeah, we need to train our minds, but then also there's certain healing that needs to happen. I wrote a post this morning, you should read it, about, being burnt out and stressed and all of that stuff, but it's actually relevant to even what I'm saying right here. Because we are people who are hard workers. We are people who know that in the grand scheme of things, we will be fine. In the grand scheme of things, we'll find a way through. But we are not people who want to look at the internal work. We're not necessarily people who want to dwell on the past, which we don't want to dwell on the past for sure, but we want to heal the past. Because this is it. You are born for a heck of a lot more, and there's a part of you that knows it. There's a part of you that knows that you're here to make a difference in a bigger, bolder way. And no matter how you try, though, to break through to that bigger, bolder way, you keep hitting your head against a brick wall. And I'm saying to you, honey, it's because you're not looking at the work that needs to be sorted out. You're telling yourself it doesn't matter. Oh, I don't want to look at that. Oh, no, I just need to learn the next strategy for something. And once I learn that next strategy, then everything will start working out for you. It isn't going to keep working out for you. And you will create success. There's no doubt about it. But if you want prosperity in all areas of your life, honey, it's going to take the internal work as well as the external work. One of the things I always say to clients is that the work always works. But I never, ever mean just the physical work. I would always err towards the physical work because I am that person as well. Just like you, I don't always want to be looking at, oh, the navel gaze. No. That we want to get down to business and do that stuff. Right? Great. But you know what? We also want more. And if you want more prosperity in whatever area of your life, you're going to have to do the internal work, or else you keep attracting the same crazy relationships. You'll keep attracting the just enough wealth. You'll keep doing work you don't want to do. You'll keep having a body that feels heavy and weak and ill at times, okay? We have to do that internal work. We have to clear the stuff inside of us that is holding us back. You have to heal the past. There is no way around that. There's no way around that. You can keep avoiding it, but then you're just condemning yourself to a half life. That is it, okay? And the final thing I wanted to say here was also that we need to choose to trust. We are people who find it hard to trust, okay? Things have happened. Life has happened. Rubbish has happened. I get it, okay? I get it. I've lived that life. You've lived that life. But you know what? We are deliberate people who decide we are moving forward. We decide that we can no longer allow some person, something to be the thing that determines how far we go in life, okay? So no. So what? Yeah, we've talked about healing the past, but we also need to choose to trust. One of the things I know for us, that we're spiritual people, but sometimes that spirituality is not a real thing. Not in everyday life. It's almost like, yeah, I've done my spiritual bit over here, and now I'm going to have to live real life over here where that doesn't actually affect that. And it's not true. It's not true, okay? What we talk about over here, we're talking about the fact that abundance and all of that stuff is our birthright, it's our divine heritage and all of that. We actually need to bring it in to real regular life where we actually live as though we believe it. We trust the universe or God or source or whatever you choose to call it, okay? That we actually choose to believe that as we keep our focus on the things that we desire and we choose to clear the past so there's nothing in our way, that actually all the things that we desire will come to us. Not necessarily always by the work of our hands that miracles will happen. But remember, as I always say, we are the miracle, we are the magic. We are the miracle and we are the magic by doing the stuff that I've talked about, which is keeping our focus on the things that we desire. Yes, we do the physical work, but we also do the internal work. And then we trust that as we continually show up for our life with our focus on the vision, it will come to pass. That universe and everything is working out for our good. So somehow, even if we don't know the exact how, as we tap into that intuitive nudge inside of us, it will come to pass. That we don't allow fear to determine what we do or don't do. We trust that if we get that internal idea, that internal nudge that says, hey, create that program, or do that live stream over there, or start writing that book, or hey, go to that place, who knows, your partner might be there. You will do it. You will actually act on it. Or for some of y'all, it might be don't do anything right now. Actually, take a break. And for me, that is one of the hardest things I hardly ever hear. I must admit, it's like, no, you can't be telling me that. I need to do this and I need to do that and I need to do that. And actually, I'm learning as well that sometimes you need to slow down to speed up. That even sounds weird coming out of my mouth. It's not the kind of thing I normally say, but I feel as if I'm on a journey of slow down to speed up. Basically. But this is it, guys, okay? I always focus on the things that I desire, and the things that I desire to flow to me. This is it. We do believe as spiritual people that we are born for something more. We are born to live a prosperous existence. But the way we're going to step into that is not by doing the same things we've always done, okay? It's going to be because, yes, we do the external work for sure. We do the internal work that we try to avoid. We have that connection with source, or you have that spiritual practice that works for you, and you tap into those intuitive nudges and you choose to trust and act on what you hear. That is how you allow all of this stuff to come through to you. You do the healing work, okay? You do the internal healing work. So there's nothing in your path. You don't keep doing the same stuff you've always done, thinking that somehow it's going to work. Why would it? Come on now. Let us be those who focus on the vision and expect that the vision is going to happen as we do these simple things that we can do. Let me sing this affirmation again and bring this to a close. I always focus on the things that I desire, and the things that I desire flow to me. I always focus on the things that I desire, and the things that I desire flow to me. Okay, so let that be your affirmation through today. I always focus on the things that I desire, and the things that I desire flow to me. And let me invite you right now to go and take a look at the Deliberate Success Incubator, okay? Now, that's a place where all the stuff around manifestation, all the stuff around creating the prosperity in all areas of your life, all the programs that I've put together for you, you get access to all of this stuff, okay? Now, I do believe, I have no doubt in my mind that prosperity is your divine heritage. But you know what? And this is the sad or the very fortunate thing, unless you step into it, unless you choose to immerse yourself in a different way of thinking, of being, of acting, you won't be able to access it in the way that you want to, okay? So I invite you to go and take a look at the Deliberate Success Incubator, okay? That's where we would work together, you and I, within this incubator, and I would support you in stepping into prosperity in all areas of life, particularly if you're trying to, your wealth, around your wealth, okay? Because I do believe that if you're not financially independent, it's going to be a bit of a struggle to focus on anything else. So I like to support people in that area of their life as quickly as possible. So you'll have access to a heck of a lot of programs and training around that. But you also get access to me and my brain to help you choose a product, to help you learn how to market and promote yourself, to help you start that side hustle if that's what you want to do. It's like when I left pharmacy, I started everything as a side hustle around my work, and then transitioned to doing just my work, basically, just the work that I feel called to do. I did all of that, and you can do that too. And some of you have been longing for something more, and you're trying to figure it all out on your own. And I'm saying to you, honey, let's just, when I got really serious about actually making the transition from someone who just did what I was told to do to being someone who decided to go after my vision, after the thing that I am called to do, and figure out how to actually put money on the table while doing it, I had to work with other people who were doing what I wanted to do. So I invite you to come and work with me in the incubator, okay? Where we will, you will get access to a heck of a lot of training. You'll get access to my brain. You'll get access to we will have a one-on-one conversation actually to get you really set up as well. You will get access to our weekly calls. You'll get access to my step-by-step plan that I put into the group every single day. A heck of a lot of stuff that you're going to get access to as a member of the incubator. Come try it for a week and then stay forever. Okay, the link to that is at rosemarynonniknight.com/deliberate success. It's incredibly accessible because I believe very much in making these things accessible to those driven and determined to succeed. I don't want anything to get in your way. So I've created this mastermind group where really, if you're serious about moving forward, there is no doubt. I don't care where you are on the planet, this is accessible to you. I've made it incredibly accessible. All you need to do is pop over right now to rosemarynonniknight.com/deliberate success. Go and read through that page, click on one of them big yellow buttons, and join right in. I'm looking forward to getting to know you more, looking forward to working with you to step up to the level that you want to. I don't care where you're starting from. I don't care what you're doing, whether you're in business or you're in a career. Right now, you know, you've been watching what I do. You know that you need to work with me, so let's get to it. Pop hop over to rosemarynonnynight.com/deliberate success. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Until the next time, my honeys, much amazing love. Bye.